I'm Alan Levine, and I may not have to convince you that DS106 is by far much greater than cat breeding. If you don't know what cat breeding is, I think you know where to find it. Why it's in DS106 is actually why it makes DS106 special. It's the fact that you never know what you're going to end up be creating, and it's that the course, the things we do are being co-created quite often, very often by the people that earn it. That's actually part of the course structure now. The other thing is just the structure of it really, in my mind, and I'm biased, is unlike any of the other courses being billed as massive or giant right now. My experience last year is as an open participant. I was not in the class. I just did the stuff because I found it inspiring and creative. And what was really eye-opening to me was that in being part of that, in the way the site aggregates all the work together that people are doing from their own digital space, is that sometimes it wasn't clear who was an enrolled student and who was an outside person like me. And it often didn't matter. And those kind of breaking down of boundaries made the course not only open, but permeable. And there is quite an important difference, especially if you're a former geologist. But I'll move past it. The other thing is that I did that as an open participant. Now I'm here at University of Mary Washington. I'm teaching a class. I'm on the inside, and it's a whole different game. And it's even more intense, and especially this time around, this second year, the fact that we've got multiple places that are using DS106 in their own way. So it's not the one course is going to meet lots of people. That's the massive model. That's the scale. Take this and go, try to make it for everybody. DS106 is much more fractal, and I've already blogged about this. It's more like there's different core groups going on, but yet they coalesce and overlap in the same place. So we've got the two classes here. We've got Scott Lockman's class in Japan. We got Michael Branson Smith up in New York. We got Dave Genero out at Kansas State and Cynthia Solver. So different classes, and they're not all the same classes, but they're tapping into DS106 and making it their own. And they have their own core group that are doing their things. But again, we overlap, and quite often, again, we don't know necessarily who's who, and it doesn't matter. And lastly, remember, DS106 is never having to say you're sorry. Like, I'm sorry I didn't get to do all the things, or I'm sorry I only did one little bit. It doesn't matter. You do what you can, you reach in, you jump out, you get creative, and you help just make it better just by being part of it. So, DS106, let's cap ready to shame.